All right.
All right, we got Johnny here. Mike, why don't you start us off with Johnny, please?
Hey, Johnny. Thanks for making the time this morning. What does this fight present you the biggest opportunity to do? Obviously, it's labeled champs. Obviously, you've, ran the table ever since coming into the sport. You've done so many good things, and I know you're continuing to shine on the biggest stages of them all. But what does this fight in particular, especially to start the year, do for you and your brand?
I think it's just another place to showcase my skills. Never fought in Saudi. It's a different place. I really like it. But yeah, just another place to showcase the skills that I have and go out there and have fun and put on a show.
Where do you go from here? I know it's one fight at a time for pretty much all fighters, but some have already talked. They're looking at tournaments, they're looking at mega fights, they're looking at the crossover fights between the two promotions. Where do you want to go from here following this fight?
I'm focused on this fight, but honestly, the next thing would be, defend my title. But right now I'm focused on taking out Impa.
Thank you for the time.
No problem.
Ryan.
Hey, champ, Ryan Rappaport, Fight Capital. Can you just talk a little bit about your experience out there in Riyadh season? It's quickly becoming the fight capital of the world. I know you fought all over the place. I'd be curious to get your thoughts on what it's been like out there.
Hey man, it's been great. Amazing hospitality. The hotel's nice. The food's been good. People are nice. No complaints really, man. It's truly, truly awesome to be out here.
And last one, what was your conversation with your guy, Brian Butler, after he had you pranked like that?
Man, I had him on FaceTime right after, and I was like sweating because I was about to knock somebody out in Home Depot. And I was like, you motherfucker, bro. Why'd you gotta do that? But it was a great prank, really got me. It was good.
Yeah, I'll give him some words when I see him soon. Thank you.
No problem.
Mills.
Hey, how's it going, champ? This is MMA Locker Room, part of Pop Sports Radio.
Good. How are you?
Good, good, good. I just had a question for you. They call you the human cheat code for a good reason. 14-0. Chael Sonnen once compared you to the likes of a up and coming Cain Velasquez. They compare that to a trendsetter in the game as a LeBron James in the NBA. How have you been able to just stay focused and stay undefeated in this game and perform at the top of your level every single fight? And it seems like you're just getting better.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I focus on the training aspect of things and getting better day by day. I don't really think too much about my record or who I'm going to fight or any of the bullshit in the background. I focus about getting better every single day in training and every fight, showcasing those skills that I've learned.
And then last one for me, it seems like certain fighters in Bellator promotions been able to make a big name off of themselves without actually transferring over and crossferring over to the UFC. You, yourself, Michael Venom Page, and AJ McKee. How does it feel to be actually like one of the bigger stars of MMA and not be in that other three-letter promotion?
That truly speaks to our talent level. Not all the best talents in the UFC. There's talent elsewhere, and I feel like guys like us are kind of really showcasing that. And yeah, man, we're out here to take names and cash checks. So we're just gonna keep winning and keep doing our thing.
Andrew.
Hey Johnny, how you doing? Andrew with MMA Sucker.
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Can you give us your thoughts on your opponent Impa? What do you think about him as a fighter, and what do you think? How do you think your skills are going to match up against his?
Yeah, he's a tough, durable guy. Likes to box. Doesn't do anything too fancy. Decent cardio. But like I've said, I'm better than him in all facets, in the striking, in the grappling, in the wrestling. I have better cardio. I'm stronger, faster. I'm going to showcase it February 24th.
Great. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Anik. Anik will come back. Dylan.
What's up, Johnny? Congrats on the big time matchup, man. Looking forward to seeing you do it all over again, man. But this camp, it was clear that you had some great work in that you did with Sean Strickland. Can you talk to us about those rounds and what it looked like when you two were going at it?
Yeah, usually at the start of my camps, I like to go out to Vegas. They got some good middleweights out there, and obviously Sean's out there. Uh, every time I'm out there, I got to train with him a lot, and yeah, dude, I feel like every time I level up whenever I train with him. And the last time we sparred, I think it was at the PI. It was like the last week of his camp. It was like the first week of my camp. We got some really, really good rounds, man. Like free pay-per-view for everybody that was in there.
I believe it, man. Well, last one for me. Obviously, like they said earlier, 14-0 right now. What are some of the most important things that you, Johnny Eblen, have to do come Saturday to keep that O and go 15-0?
Just stay focused and do my thing and have fun out there, man. No pressure. None of this really matters. At the end of the day, I'm an entertainer and I'm just gonna have fun.
That's right. We appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you.
Anik.
Johnny, you train at American Top Team, a team of killers. I want to know, with all this Moicano wants money stuff, who do you think is like the funniest people you've trained with so far?
Dude, Moicano's the man. I love Money Moicano. He likes big stakes, big checks. He's a man. Dude, everybody's we got a lot of characters there. It's a big gym. Uh, I like hanging out with Dustin during camp. He always keeps it light. Anytime we train, we kind of talk some shit back and forth here and there. Um, yeah, man, it's full of clowns there, bro. We all be joking on each other and having fun.
I love that. And speaking of, who are your favorite people at American Top Team to hang out with, like outside of training?
Outside of training, I don't really hang out with anybody outside of training. Hang out with Grant Dawson here and there. Hang out with my coaches, Mike Brown, Tiago a bit. Um, Sabah, the sleek chic. He's actually just got a throw. I think he's jealous. Mine's pretty nice. But yeah, man, that's about it.
Awesome, man. Good luck on Saturday.
Thanks.
Euro.
Hey Johnny, thank you for your time. I know ATT was just mentioned. So for the actual training aspect itself, how's it like training out there in South Florida with ATT with all the killers that are out there?
It's great, man. It was the first gym I went to, and I'm just, happy that I started in a big gym like that. I really didn't have to go anywhere. All the resources are there. All the training partners are there. Truly blessed to be there.
Awesome. And I know you just kind of sent your message towards a potential Dricus matchup one day on a previous interview. So have you guys had any virtual jabs at each other through DMs or anything, or is this just kind of talk that's going out there?
Nah, it's just talk. It's what I think, man. It's just what goes through my head. And when people ask me about it, I'm honest.
Awesome. Thank you for your time.
Yep, no problem.
Cash.
How you doing, Johnny?
Good. How are you?
I'm great, man. The talent level in the PFL is at an all-time high. What do you want to prove in this matchup?
Man, I just want to prove I got better. Every single fight, I like to showcase some new stuff that I've been working on and just show that I'm getting better each and every fight.
Thank you, man.
No problem.
Steve.
Hey Johnny, how you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. You're considered the best middleweight in the world by a lot of people at this point. Have you noticed an added attention on you since that last fight with Fabian and then coming into the PFL because of this? And how are you finding it?
Yeah, just a bit. I feel like more and more people are starting to believe, and it is what it is. As you keep winning, you're gonna get more attention. Just a part of it.
Speaking of Fabian Edwards there, he got a fight announced a couple of days ago against Aaron Jeffrey. Obviously a big fight in regards to what could potentially be next for you. What do you think of this one?
Yeah, I think it's a good one. Excited to see what happens and what unfolds.
And just finally for me, obviously you're a man of many nicknames. Obviously, one of the previous questions mentioned the human cheat code. Last time you were Johnny Pressure. What are we going with this time?
Definitely sticking with Johnny Pressure.
Perfect. Thank you, man.
Last question, TT.
Hi, Johnny. It is Steve from Afro Sports. So, Johnny, what's the secret behind I just saw the record unbeaten, undefeated. What's the secret behind your winning run? Yeah, do you have any secret to share?
Uh, Hard work and smart work, bro. That's really it. Staying consistent, staying in the gym, but not overtraining. There's a fine line. But consistently getting better, but doing it in a smart way. A lot of guys can work hard, but they don't understand how to work smart.
Is that your last question?
I think we lost him.
All right, John. Thank
I'm
you
out.
for your time.
Yep.
I appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we have Aaron Pico here.